Hey everyone, Kay from Legacy of Lore here. Today we're talking about Raya and the Last Dragon. Before we get going, I want to share a few words about what I thought about the film without any spoilers. I will warn you before we get into spoiler territory. Do I think the film is worth watching? Yes. It's enjoyable, with beautiful visuals and an interesting story. The voice acting is on point, and I think the cast and crew of the film clearly put a lot of love and effort into it. It is, in most ways, a classic Disney story. However, there are a few issues I had with the film, one of which I will be addressing now. I recommend watching the movie first before continuing with this video, as I will be getting into spoilers from here on in. To summarize, when Raya was a young girl, her father tried to unite the 5 kingdoms of Kumandra: Heart, Fang, Talon, Spine, and Tail. Raya made friends with the Princess of Fang, Namaari, immediately bonding over their mutual love of dragons. But when Raya showed Namaari the dragon gem that night, Namaari betrayed her, resulting in the gem being broken, each kingdom taking a piece, and the release of the Droon, non-sentient and yet malicious clouds described as a mindless plague that turns people into stone. This resulted in Raya's father and the rest of the Kingdom of Heart being turned into stone. The rest of the film, for the most part, is an extended fetch quest to find first Sisu, the last dragon, and then the pieces of the dragon gem, in the hopes that Sisu can unify the gem and turn everyone back from stone. Along the way, Raya is hesitant to trust others after her painful experience with Namaari, and this is shown as a flaw. Throughout the movie, she is encouraged to learn to trust again, culminating in 2 moments where she needs to trust Namaari. One where she fails, accidentally resulting in the death of Sisu, and the other one later where she succeeds. The gem is reformed, Kumandra is saved, and everyone who has been lost is turned back from stone. Now, there's one scene I would like to discuss in particular, the scene after Sisu's death, where Raya confronts Namaari. Throughout this scene, I kept wondering when Raya would say something along the lines of, "He trusted you, she trusted you, I trusted you, and you betrayed us," with reference to the fact that her father, Sisu, and she herself had all been hurt and betrayed by Namaari's actions on 2 separate occasions. This, of course, didn't happen. Instead, Namaari accuses Raya of being as much to blame for Sisu's death as Namaari herself is. And here we get to one of the main issues I have with the film. The trauma that Namaari caused Raya is never directly confronted. Raya struggles to trust others because she was betrayed by Namaari, and that very betrayal resulted in the post-apocalyptic world that they live in now. There are moments in the film that hint at the fact that Namaari had complex reasons for doing what she did, potentially being manipulated by her mother, and believing that what she was doing was the best course of action for Fang. But ultimately, she hurt Raya, and Raya's resulting difficulty to trust others is framed as a personal flaw, which is not how people work and not how emotions work. In reality, it can be good to put up some barriers and for others to earn your trust instead of trust being the default, especially towards those who have hurt you before. In the film, Raya needs to trust Namaari, the person who traumatized her initially, twice, and her inability to do so the first time is framed as her mistake. I think Namaari is missing a moment in her arc, a moment of realization and acceptance of her mistake. and an apology for the hurt that she caused Raya. And I think that moment should be during this fight scene. This would make the following scene, where Raya chooses to trust Namaari again, so much more impactful and depict a more realistic and healthy resolution to the conflict that we got. In the end, it's true that being able to open up and trust is a key part of our humanity. We need each other. We cannot be truly happy without our connections and relationships. But we do not live in an ideal world. Trusting when you no longer should is part of how abusive relationships happen. And in the film, there is no mention of the fact that sometimes barriers can be a good thing, or that trust needs to be earned as well as given. The lesson cannot be that you should always trust, but it can be that you should never close yourself off from the potential to trust again when it feels safe to do so. Please let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Thanks to Mr. C for reading through and helping to edit the script for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. And until next time, take care.